Hi friends. So today మనం ఒక .NET web application ని Azure App Service లో deploy చేస్తాము. So this feat we will achieve through Azure DevOps, implementing the continuous integration and continuous delivery. Continuous integration అంటే when an Azure developer checks in the code or pull request create చేసిన వెంటనే or push చేసిన వెంటనే master branch లోకి or the release to the main branch. Okay, so automatic continuous integration pipeline will start building the project or running the tests or checking for the approvals, whatever necessary functional testing or the unit testing చేసి build చేసి దాని artifacts లో పెట్టడం జరుగుతుంది. So that would be the purpose of continuous integration, and the continuous delivery would be తీసుకొని again that will be deployed into dev and perform the testing, and then it will go into a pre-prod and it will do a further testing. And then if the quality analyst team which actually or the QA team ఎవరైనా ఉంటే వాళ్ళు they will be suggesting any improvements to be made, or if it is good to go then they will actually release into production. ఇది యాక్చువల్లీ నార్మల్ సబ్సిడీ ఒక నార్మల్ కంపెనీస్లో. ఇంకా రోబస్ట్ మెథడాలజీస్ ఉంటాయి ఇంటూ వెల్ ఎస్టాబ్లిష్ కంపెనీస్, బట్ యా దిస్ ఇస్ హౌ ఇట్ వర్క్స్. సో మనం ఒక బేసిక్ ఒక వెబ్ అప్లికేషన్ తీసుకొని ఒక బేసిక్ సిఐసిడి పైప్ లైన్ క్రియేట్ చేస్తాం. సో యూ విల్ అండర్స్టాండ్ హౌ ద ఫ్లో గోస్. ఫ్రమ్ దిస్ వీడియో యూ విల్ అండర్స్టాండ్ ఒక వెబ్ అప్లికేషన్ని డైరెక్ట్గా ఎజ్యూర్ యాప్ సర్వీస్లో ఎజ్యూర్ డెవాప్స్ ద్వారా ఎలా చేయగలుగుతాం జరుగుతుంది అనేది ఒక హై లెవెల్ పాయింట్ ఆఫ్ వ్యూలో అర్థం అవుతుంది. ఓకే, సో ఫర్ దాట్ ఫస్ట్ వీ విల్ యాక్చువల్లీ క్రియేట్ ద వెబ్ అప్లికేషన్. వన్స్ ద డాటెడ్ వెబ్ అప్లికేషన్ క్రియేట్ చేయడం జరిగిన తర్వాత మన లోకల్ మిషన్ నుంచి we'll push it into the Azure repo. Okay, once after that we'll create a CI pipeline and build the application. From there it will be actually kept into the artifacts, and from there we will actually pull it to the CD to ensure that we'll push it to the Azure app service, and that app whatever has been built will be actually deployed into app service, and we can go and access from the app service link nunchi chestam. Okay, so let's jump into it. So there are lot many ways to actually IDE nunchi kuda create chesukochu projects, but I prefer using the command line interface. So first let me create the solution file first. Okay, which is .NET new SLN, keeping it as name as Azure CI/CD app or Azure DevOps app. Let's keep it that way. Sorry, apologies for nenu prepare already. I'm just going with the flow. So a solution file create చేసాను. If you can see, there is a solution file here. Okay. Now after the solution file, we will actually create the MVC application. So let's create the MVC application. .NET new MVC Azure DevOps web app .NET. So after this we will actually attach the solution file which we have created to this. So SLN add Azure SLN2 Azure. Okay, and also ఈ క్రియేట్ చేసిన సొల్యూషన్ ఫైల్ కి okay the dependencies of that project which will be there inside this file. Okay, I'm attaching directly to this, so we can actually create multiple applications and all that can be linked to SLN. So that is why they actually use SLN, but let's not go deep into this. Okay, So once this is done, I'll actually do a .NET restore, but already the restore has been done while creating it. But this is how we actually do it, normal style. So you can see that's up to date because it's just one thing. If you are actually linking multiple things, then it actually start doing the downloading the other dependencies. Or okay, and once we can go ahead build the project, మనం project ని build చేసి then అది ఎలా కనపడుతుందో చూడొచ్చు. But let's go with pushing it to the next thing. We have created the application. We'll create push it to the Azure repo. Okay, so dev.azure.com. So you can log into it. Okay, this you can actually, it's free of cost. Just you have to sign up and సో ఈ డెమో కోసం నేను ఇప్పుడు ఒక Azure DevOps లో ఒక అకౌంట్ క్రియేట్ చేయడం జరుగుతుంది విత్ దిస్ ఈమెయిల్ ఐడి. Now you see I have so దీంట్లో నా ప్రాజెక్ట్ that we have in office. But let's create another project. Okay, the organization is this. So let me create a project as Azure DevOps CI/CD. Okay, this DevOps web app. Choose a complicated name, but sorry for that. ఇప్పుడు ఇక్కడ ఇఫ్ యూ సీ మనం పబ్లిక్ అని పెట్టచ్చు, ప్రైవేట్ అని పెట్టచ్చు. బట్ పబ్లిక్ పెడితే ఎనీవన్ క్యాన్ సీ దట్. సో ఇన్స్టెడ్ ఆఫ్ గోయింగ్ విత్ దట్ వే వీల్ ఆల్వేస్ చూస్ ప్రైవేట్. ఓకే, సో ప్రైవేట్ నుంచి ఇక్కడ వర్షన్ కంట్రోల్స్ పెట్టచ్చు. ఓకే, TFCVC ఆర్ థీమ్ ఫౌండేషన్ వర్షన్ కంట్రోల్ ఆర్ గిట్. సో గిట్ is normally mostly used. So we can actually go with Agile, Scrum or all this work item process. We are going with the basic one as it is just a demo. But in some projects there will be a Scrum, there will be of Agile and all this. Okay. Yes, for the demo purpose నేను scratch నుంచి చేయడం జరుగుతుంది ఇదంతా. Okay. So first thing, after the project has been created, we have to push this whatever the file web application to the Azure repo. Okay, so if you can see here, they push the existing repository from the command line. So from the local machine I have to push it. So the command here is the git remote add origin, and then we are pushing it. Okay, so with this we'll actually add this remote repository, and from that with the name origin, and then we are pushing that to the remote repository, whatever the files. So before actually ensuring that it is working out, we have to uh, look in that this is actually initialized with git, the current folder, the project which we are into. Okay, so let's do that. Let me initialize. So once I initialize, you would be finding the .git folder here. Okay, and now if you can actually edit something from this files, just VS Code open చేస్తున్నాను. As is the basic one, we'll actually directly jump into the index.html. So from there actually idantha changes ikkada is the starting entry point for any web page usually index.html. So ikkada emaina changes create chesukochu. Create like created web application for Azure DevOps CI/CD demo. Okay, so let's save this. Once we save this, this will have a so these files whatever are there which has to be added end of the day, okay, into the working from the working area to the uh, repository. So let's do that. So I'm choosing all the files. Usually just the ఒక్క file edit చేశాను కాబట్టి we can actually go and type git add index.html. Let me show that. As of now I'm just adding all the files. Okay, git add then all this has to be committed. We can actually get to know from git status. So these are not yet committed and just waiting for committing. So let's commit git commit and created application. Okay, so it's actually right now into the repository, local repository. Now we can if we let's again make any some changes. Okay, created MVC web application. Okay, now again if you see this is what is modified and we can actually go and add it. Specific file. This is how usually will be done. Okay, so we actually added it into staging and we stage the file and we'll again commit any changes to index file. Okay, so that was done. Now if you see there's nothing to be committed and it's clean. Okay, we are inside the branch of this. Now we have to push it to the Azure repo. So for that, if you see here, this is the first command. We are adding the remote repo. We added the remote repo. Now if we go and push it, all this will be pushed into that. Now it's asking for this. So let me give so in reality, we can't just like that push to the remote. We have to create a pull request, and that has to be approved. They will do the. There will be certain branch policies in real time. That's how it works. Now, if you see this one, it is actually holding the files which we have created. Okay, but it's always a good practice to have dot gitignore. That's how they do it. It's very quite easy, simple. Okay, uh, Control Shift P. I'm just clicking on it, or you can actually go to command palette and type C. And you should have this extension. I just don't have it. You can actually just ignore. Sorry. You go here and look for gitignore. Okay. So I usually go with the code zombie. You just install it. In లేదు I'm just adding dot gitignore will actually ignore all the DLL files or whatever it's based on the project and everything. So So it was or I what language you are using, code language you are using. Okay, so all the binary, the concept is all the binary files has to be should not be actually uploaded into the repository. Okay, the reason is because మనము ఈ repository అనేది you can actually take it to any other system and you start building, you start working out, right? So you don't want some other dependencies of that local system to be uploaded, and from there you take that and start messing up with that project. It doesn't really work out that way. So to have a successful build, you always have to do that dot restore and take that necessary NuGet dependencies and build the project. Okay, so I just downloaded that extension. Now if you can see, git ignore, just I add the git ignore. Okay, sorry. Now, in what do you wanted? I actually wanted it to be in the Visual Studio. Okay, you can actually type Visual Studio. Okay, see, it just says that you have to neglect certain binary files and all that. Okay, so again, let's do that. Now, if you see git status, this file is there. Now we have to commit it. Okay, git status, you have to just commit it. Git ignore file. Okay, so once this is done, we have to just push it again. Now if you see here inside the project, you should be finding .ignore file. Okay, cool. So every time this check-in happens or someone pushes, any developer pushes, it has to start building the project. Let's see how we can actually do it. Okay, so you create a pipeline. The more easier way, always remember guys, okay, you can actually go with the YAML. That's how they do it. Okay, because they actually ఇదంతా YAML నుంచి తీసుకునే pipeline scripting అంతా ఇంకొక pipeline నుంచి YAML code copy చేసి కొత్త YAML లో కొత్త pipeline లో create చేస్తారు. That's why the YAML is kind of mostly used because it's reusable. Okay, so as of now, to make things easier for demo point of view in a high level, we are going with the classic editor. Okay, where if you see, we can actually go with Bitbucket or Subversion, GitHub. Okay, so here I am actually going with Azure reposgit. So అందుకనే ఇప్పుడు ఈ files అన్ని are there in the Azure reposgit. Okay, we are taking them from this branch only. ఏమైనా కమిట్స్ అవుతే దీంట్లో నుంచి రావాలి. Now here choose a select a template. So it's an MVC web application and .NET Core, so we can actually go with this. Once you click, it's having a predefined task already. Okay, so you can actually do lot many things here. మనం కావాలి అంటే you can actually add agent job or agentless job. an agent or agentless అంటే ఏం లేదు. ఇప్పుడు ఒక ఫైల్ మనం క్రియేట్ చేసాం కదా, ప్రాజెక్ట్ క్రియేట్ చేసాం కదా అప్లికేషన్, వీ హ్యావ్ టు బిల్డ్ ఇట్. ఓకే, సో మన లోకల్ సిస్టంలో అది ఆటోమేటిక్గా బిల్డ్ అవుతుంది. ఓకే, బట్ హియర్ ఏంటి అంటే ఒక ఏజెంట్ని తీసుకుని ఏజెంట్ ద్వారా మనం చేయడం జరుగుతుంది. ఇఫ్ యూ సో లెట్స్ కీప్ ఇట్ యాజ్ Azure Web App CI pipeline. Okay, now where do we want to actually build this? It is, I want to go with Windows 2019. Okay, now projects to restore and build. Okay, so it is actually looking for this .cs pros, or we can actually go for um, SLN files too. Okay, and now if you see, these are the ఒక job లో different tasks ఉంటాయి. We have restore. Okay, then we have build. Test is actually is not needed. Okay, I'm just removing this. Okay, so after the build, whatever that files will be actually we are publishing after the build, we'll actually go for .NET publish. Okay, that's what is this meant for. Okay, after that, once that publish, whatever that output files are there will be actually kept into artifacts. Okay, so let's see each task by task. If you see, it's running in an agent job. Okay, that's what is a pipeline we have selected. Okay, so ikkada first we are doing a restore. Okay, .NET restore it will do, and for .NET restore I don't need uh, any arguments. Okay, we can actually keep the path as ఇక్కడ SLN కూడా పెట్టచ్చు. As I'm not more keenly focused on the development of the project in here, we are just connecting the creating the pipeline and connecting it to the CDA and ensuring that it will deploy to the web service. Okay, so then after that we have to build it. So .NET build. Okay, so here we'll actually we are already performing the restore operation, so I don't think we need a restore. So we'll actually have to, this is the arguments when you are actually building, you'll actually say .NET build. Okay, from the look folder we will actually say .NET build, no restore, and the configuration. Okay, as released. So configuration hyphen and hyphen configuration, and you see this one is actually it's a predefined variables. Okay, so you can actually find it in, sorry, it's not a predefined variable, it's actually a variable. There are predefined variables also. I'll actually explain you what is predefined variables later, but if you see here, build configuration is released. Okay, so that is what you will be finding out here. Configuration lo there are two types, either release or debug. So when we are going with production, we'll actually go with release. Okay, so after that we'll have to publish .NET publish, and with no restore. Okay, so the build configuration is again the release. Okay, the output, and if you see this one, build.artifacts, this is a predefined. Okay, so how am I saying that? చూడండి ఇక్కడ బిల్డ్ వేరియబుల్స్ దగ్గరికి వెళ్తే build dot artifacts అనేది staging directory. Okay, is a local path on the agent where the artifacts are copied to before being pushed to the destination. Okay, సో వన్స్ ఆ ఫైల్స్ అన్ని ఒక స్టేజింగ్ ఏరియాలో పెట్టడం జరుగుతుంది, దాన్నే బిల్డ్ డాట్ ఆర్టిఫాక్ట్స్. సో ఏమైనా టాస్క్స్లో మీకు ఏమైనా ప్రీడిఫైన్డ్ ఇలాంటి ఏమైనా బిల్డ్ డాట్ ఐడి అలాంటి ఏమైనా ఉంటే ఆల్వేస్ గో టు వేరియబుల్స్ అండ్ యూల్ సీ ప్రీడిఫైన్డ్ వేరియబుల్స్. అక్కడ మీకు క్లియర్గా మెన్షన్ చేస్తాడు బిల్డ్ డాట్ బిల్డ్ ఐడి అంటే ఏంటి, క్లియర్ ఎక్స్ప్లెనేషన్ ఇస్తాడు. సో ఐమ్ జస్ట్ గివింగ్ అన్ హెడ్స్ అప్ వెన్ యూ ఆర్ యాక్చువల్లీ గోయింగ్ అండ్ ప్రాక్టీసింగ్ మామూలుగా. ఓకే, సో వన్స్ ఇదంతా అది ఉన్న తర్వాత, ఓకే, స్టేజింగ్ ఏరియాలో ఉన్న తర్వాత మనం పబ్లిష్ ఆర్టిఫాక్ట్ అని టాస్క్ తీసుకుంటున్నాం. హౌ కెన్ వి యాక్చువల్లీ యాడ్ దిస్? ఈవెన్ యూ కెన్ డిలీట్, యూ కెన్ గో అండ్ యాక్చువల్లీ యాడ్ హియర్ పబ్లిష్ ఆర్టిఫాక్ట్. ఓకే, నౌ యూ సీ పబ్లిష్ బిల్డ్ ఆర్టిఫాక్ట్స్ అండ్ ఆల్ దిస్ కమ్స్ హియర్. ఇక్కడ నుంచి సెలెక్ట్ చేసుకుంటాం. ఓకే, సో అక్కడ నుంచి ఏం చెప్తున్నాను, పార్ట్ టు పబ్లిష్. ఓకే, this one. It's in the whatever the files to be public ఏమేమి ఉన్నాయో అవన్నీ నేను ఆర్టిఫాక్ట్ నేమ్ డ్రాప్లో పుష్ చేయడం జరుగుతుంది. ఓకే, all this is being given free of cost, but yeah, there are limitation. You can't use in enterprise scale all this kind of features. Okay, so once this is done, we will actually have the artifacts into this. Okay, let's save it. Before saving it, I'll actually enable continuous integration. Now if you see in triggers, it's always will be in triggers usually. This is the keyword, okay, or jargon which is used. So trigger is when once someone developer checks in the code, there is a CI will be triggered. That's what is meant triggers. Okay, but yeah, we are enabling it. Okay, we are enabling for the master branch. So anyone that specifically you can add more branches to if you have more Git repositories. So I am just saving. Now you see we have a pipeline. Okay, see the pipelines in your region may be impacted by a live site incident, so that's not a problem, you can ignore it. Okay, later after the CI we need a CD. Okay, so now you see this release definition, we can actually go choose lot many things. Okay, for deployment, where do you want, how do you want it to deploy, you can go choose ARM templates and all this. Okay, or deploying to a Kubernetes or executing backpack packages to before you deploying anything. So there are a lot many jobs which you have to do in release, but as of now, as the demo app, నార్మల్గా వెబ్ అప్లికేషన్ అయితే ఒక డేటాబేస్ కూడా ఉంటుంది కాబట్టి దే హ్యావ్ టు ఫస్ట్ ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ ది DAC pack packages, the data tier application packages, so that the entire scheme of the table, the data is actually copied into the SQL or PostgreSQL whatsoever. Okay, once that is done, then we'll start deploying. We can actually go and deploy it in through Kubernetes, or they use Terraform. So not many things. As of now, here we are going with Azure App Service. Okay. So stage ante em ledu. It's the environment. I am actually just naming it as production. In reality, there will be lot many things. As I mentioned first, pre-prod anachu, development anachu, testing anachu, or sometimes they name it as canary and all this. Okay. So different ఉంటాయి అక్కడ నుంచి we can actually just connect lot many tasks. I'll just show you. See, there's another environment. We have to just keep going with it. As of now, we are not going too much depth. Okay, so this one Azure app deploy just now. Okay, for that first we have to go and create app service. It's very easy. Okay, go to your Azure portal. Okay, and just create a web app. Okay, so I'm just creating a web app here. CI/CD web app. The name should be there. Yes, the name is there. Sorry. Yeah, CI/CD web. Okay, the name is there, it works. Yeah, it's there. Now we can go with code or Docker container. Okay, as we are right now going with code. Okay, and runtime we can actually go, I'm using .NET Core 3.1. The operating system, I can choose Linux or Windows. So as it is .NET Core అనేది it's platform independent. Let's try, because I tried to build it in Windows. Let's try going and deploying it into the app service of Linux. Okay, so let's choose Central India. Here it is pretty, we need to have a app service plan. So let's go choose dev test. Okay, there is no freeze queue which has been supported for Linux, it seems. So let's try another region. I'll go and choose in East US. Okay. Now you see there's a free one in that region. It works in the basis of resource management. So in East US, it's a kind of uh, heavy region where a lot of services are provided in East US. So yeah, they're having free of cost, and just not keeping any monitoring insights. You can keep tags if you wanted. So I'm going and creating it. So whatever ones that publish files, any ones we built, we use the .NET publish, those things has to be kept here. Meanwhile, I'll explain you what am I saying. Suppose if I actually do the same operations, what is happening in CA .NET build restore configuration release. See, you see, before there is no bin, right now there is a bin. It's successfully built. Now there are all this DLL files and everything. Okay. Now if we go and publish, uh, we will get a publish folder. Okay. Dot publish. Again, no restore. I don't want any restore as of now. And the configuration. Release. You can give the output, but it actually goes and stores if you don't give anything. So now once you publish it, see ఇప్పుడు artifacts లో బిల్డ్ అయిన తర్వాత ఏముంటుంది అంటే ఇదే ఉంటుంది. ఓకే, is it created? Yeah, it's done. సో మనం యాక్చువల్లీ ఈ ఫైల్స్ అని తీసుకెళ్ళి మనం యాప్ సర్వీస్లో పెడతాం. ఓకే, సో దాట్ ఈస్ వాట్ ఈస్ డూయింగ్ హియర్. సో వన్స్ ఆ పైప్ లైన్ క్రియేట్ అయిన తర్వాత, ఓకే, వేర్ సిఐలో బిల్డ్ అయిన తర్వాత ఆర్టిఫాక్ట్స్లోకి వెళ్ళిన తర్వాత దాన్ని తీసుకెళ్ళి ఆటోమేటిక్గా దీంట్లో డిప్లాయ్ చేసేసిన తర్వాత ఇట్ విల్ స్టార్ట్ వర్కింగ్ అవుట్. సో హియర్ లెట్స్ మేనేజ్. when I go, you have to select the settings. Okay, ఇక్కడ Azure subscription ఇవ్వాలి. Okay, so let's authorize it. Okay. So I'm just connecting the Azure to this. Okay, now if you see fail to create, ensure that you have enough credentials. Okay, let's authorize with the primary one. Yeah, okay. Okay, so right now it is successfully connected. Yeah, so Azure DevOps is kind of interacting with Azure AD. Okay, see, అర్థం చేసుకోండి, Azure is is entirely built on API. You're seeing this portal or whatever, this one is all API. సో ఇప్పుడు మనం కమాండ్ లైన్ నుంచి పవర్ షెల్ ద్వారా క్రియేట్ చేసుకోవచ్చు, AZCLI ద్వారా క్రియేట్ చేయొచ్చు. మనం క్రియేట్ చేసిన వెబ్ యాప్ సర్వీస్ అదంతా ఒక ఏపీఐ లేయర్, ఒక టాప్ మెయిన్ ఏరియా నుంచి క్రియేట్ అవుతుంది. సో రైట్ నో వెన్ యూ వాంటెడ్ టు ఇంటరాక్ట్, ఓకే, దిస్ Azure ఆథరైజ్ చేయాలి అంటే ఇట్ ఈస్ యాక్చువల్లీ హ్యావింగ్ Azure Active Directory తోటి ఇంటరాక్ట్ అవ్వాలి ఫస్ట్. Probably when I'm actually logging initially with this is another user, okay, the main the there is another user uh, to this, okay. So I logged in with a VRK for opportunities, but that is he is an invited user from and the VRK for pool is the admin actually. So you see, that's why you don't have access to this. Okay, so if I would have logged in using VRK for pool, then I would have got the access. Okay, I could actually see what are the users and I would have found VRK for opportunities at gmail.com. Just giving a heads up, probably this is, I'm going beyond the subject, but yeah, I'm actually explaining in detail what is happening, why it is has failed. So sometimes when people do authorize and why it fails, and they probably they don't have access to the Azure AD. So for that you have to go into user settings. Okay, in user settings, see, I don't have access. So as an admin has to allow the user to able to access Azure AD. Okay, not having owner contribution, owner roles akkర్లేదు, but a contributor role. But sometimes they will just అక్కడ on off on and no and yes అని ఉంటుంది. So no అంటే you are restricting a user for Azure AD అంటే then you can't be able to authorize it. That's what happened for me. Okay, so I'm just giving you a heads up. So here I created the app on the Linux, so I'm going on Linux. So if you find if you see, you will get an app service. So this is the app service. Then start command, probably for certain apps they need a startup command. For this we don't need any startup command. Okay, and if you see this, okay, now we are going to the task. Okay, to the task of deploying app service. It's taking from the subscription, there it is taking this, and it is taking the from the staging directory. Staging directory .zip untadi, so that will be taken and copied. Okay, so and there we will be finding it. So let's save it. So creation, production, we can keep a definition. CD, Azure, DevOps, CI, CD, this. So release 1 ఈ pipeline లో deploy అవ్వాలి, but before that we have to create a release definition. We haven't connected, so let's connect the artifacts. There is no artifact which has come up. Okay, but ఏదైనా వస్తే మనకి CI/CD మనం ఇందాక క్రియేట్ చేసిన ఒక CI పైప్లైన్ నుంచి లేటెస్ట్ బిల్డ్ అంతా రావాలి. Okay, that's what we are saying. Okay, from there once successful గా అయిపోయిన తర్వాత let's trigger CD. Okay, here default it is disabled, we are triggering the CD నుంచి automatic production it will happen. Okay, so stay and we have to save it. సో ఏం అవ్వట్లేదు, మనం పబ్లిష్ చేసాం కదా. సో now if you go and see this one, the .dll, or if you can go and see this one, it's hosting here. నార్మల్గా వెళ్ళి చెక్ చేస్తే మన లోకల్ సిస్టమ్ నుంచి సో యూ సీ హియర్ మనం అదే చేసాం, క్రియేటెడ్ ఎంవిసి వెబ్ అప్లికేషన్ ఫర్ అజ్యూర్ సిడి. రైట్ నౌ వన్స్ డిప్లాయ్ అయిన బిల్డ్ అయ్యి డిప్లాయ్ అయిన తర్వాత మనకి యాప్ సర్వీస్ నుంచి ఇఫ్ యూ గో అండ్ సీ ఒక లింక్ ఇక్కడ ఒకటి ఇస్తారు, సారీ సర్వీస్. Here you see there is an URL. You can register your own things, URLs, like company, how the company does. They're having their own custom domains. Okay. Now if you see the app service which is running, end of the day, this is what happened. Now మనం లోకల్ సిస్టంలో కనపడేది ఏముందో ఇది మనకి లింక్ నొక్కిన వెంటనే ఇది ఇక్కడ కావాలి. ఓకే, దట్స్ ద పర్పస్ ఆఫ్ థింగ్. సో లెట్స్ డూ దట్ రైట్ నౌ. ఓకే, రన్ ద pipeline, the specification, run. Now you see the details, whatever happening, the tasks మన ఇచ్చిన దాంట్లో ఫస్ట్ థింగ్ ఇది ఏజెంట్ జాబ్ వెళ్తుంది. దీంట్లో నుంచి it took the 3 variables, that is one is build configuration release. Okay, the other things it doesn't matter. Now first thing it's just doing the initialization job. So all that repositories, the files which are there, it will be copied to that agent. You see that's what they're doing. You see got add origin and they copied. They will start doing this entire restore what we have done manually. It is what is going to, it has taken all the NuGet dependencies and then it started building the project. Now you see build has been successful. If you will be finding any errors, you can go in detail and check that what is happening. So it will be so lengthy actually, లాగా కింద వెళ్ళిపోతూనే ఉంటుంది. Okay, అక్కడ నుంచి ఇది you have to just scroll on, see where the error is and you start debugging. That's how they do it. Or if you are actually into the role of DevOps and taking care of the pipelines, probably you will be notifying the developer that your latest commit has encountered ఈ ఎర్రర్ అని చెప్పేసి అది ఎందుకు వచ్చింది అనేది ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేయడం జరుగుతుంది. ఓకే, దెన్ we will see it's published. So all that ఈ folder create అవ్వడం జరుగుతుంది and that one we are saying that copy it to artifacts. Okay, see uploading one file, we are copying it to artifact into this file container. Okay, so after that we checked out and we can actually see that. Okay, if you just refresh it, see right now you'll see an artifact has been produced. We can go and download this, the zip file. That's what we tried to tell in the release. Now the successfully we are actually had a green build or a green drop ante just a keyword for the artifacts. There is a successful drop into the artifacts. Okay, so from there as I triggered continuous integration. Okay, so continuous deployment after the successful CID. Okay, now you see there is actually there is a trigger, the CD trigger ayindi. Okay, so all these artifacts is copied here and that has been pushed into this app service. You can actually see in detail what has happened. Okay, it's deployed successfully into this. Let's go and refresh it. So now what is this one? ఇది ఎలా ఉందో ఈ పేజ్ వచ్చేస్తుంది. This URL is nothing but the app service URL. I copied from this and pasted here. Okay, now you see we have, so the application మన local లో ఉన్నది ఏముందో same thing has been came down here. So I think this is helpful. So probably I'll be coming up with more advanced of how do we use Terraform, how do we use uh, deploying the application in an Azure Kubernetes services. Okay, I'll try implementing many other things, just not Azure DevOps. But as of now, Azure DevOps Vara, this is how we'll actually do it. But yeah, in reality, there will be lot many things which will be coming. అది చెప్తున్నాను. So I just created a very sample pipeline. When you see this pipeline, you just see a release. This is release pipeline. We have one job task. Okay. In reality, there will be multiple the jobs. Okay, where each job will have multiple tasks to do. Okay, so there will be agent job or agentless job or a deployment group job. Okay, uh, so I have seen multiple things like first they will actually execute the DAC packages, and then they will actually ensure that if they are running the virtual machines or if you are actually deploying the Kubernetes services, okay, into this certain nodes, we have to ensure that all the infrastructure which has been properly set up in those nodes. సో అవన్నీ చేసిన తర్వాత ఆటోమేటిక్గా మనము ఈ సిఐ నుంచి we can send it to any registry like Docker Hub, or we can actually send it to our own container registry, Azure container registry, and from there we can pull it. So this all these features are there which will actually support in Azure, but that is an advanced way. But this is a demo for this which I am actually giving it. Please feel free to ask more questions, and probably if you're asking more demos on specific things, please leave it in comment, and I'll definitely come up with videos మీకు ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేయడానికి. ఓకే, సో సారీ గైస్, ఐ ప్రాబ్లీ తెలుగు అండ్ ఇంగ్లీష్ మిక్స్ చేసి చెప్తున్నాను, బట్ ఐఎమ్ ట్రయింగ్ టు ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ మోర్ డీటెయిల్ అండ్ మన లోకల్ లాంగ్వేజ్లో. యా, దెర్ ఇస్ అ మిక్స్ ఆఫ్ ఇంగ్లీష్, బట్ sorry for that. Okay, thank you guys. Have a good day.